is. We made homemade bagels and cream cheese from scratch.
Hi friends, and welcome back. Thanks for joining today. And in today's episode on my channel, Seeds to Sanctuary, we are going to make homemade cream cheese and bagels. Doesn't that sound like fun and also yummy? First things first, what we need in order to make our bagels is we need 3.5 cups of bread flour. We need 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. We need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, and then we need 1.25 to 1.5 cups of water. Now for our cream cheese, super easy, super easy. So all you need to make your cream cheese is you need a cup of whole milk, a cup of half and half, 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. You're gonna need 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. You're also going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and your preferred seasoning for on top. It's that easy. So let's get started making that bread. Okay friends, in order to make our bagels, first we're going to start off by adding our yeast to our warm water. We are going ahead and add 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. Once you have your active dry yeast in there, give it a little stir and then set it aside while you're putting the rest of your ingredients in your bowl. So we are going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We are going to add a 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, sorry. I'm a little antsy today. Is anybody else feeling that way? Is anybody else feeling a little anxious? I don't know if it's just because I'm using a new camera or, I don't know what it is. I just woke up the wrong side today. So let's just stop for a second. Take a deep breath. It's all right. I hope that helps someone out there too. Just take a deep breath. Now that we've added our sugar, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add 3.5 cups of bread flour. So how's your guys' week going so far? We are super excited for this weekend to come because we are going on a little road trip. We are going to go to West Virginia to visit some family, and I'm super excited about that. We're going to go to a fall festival and ride rides and do pumpkin things and apple things and all kinds of fall fun stuff. So we have our 3.5 cups of bread flour and our 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our active dry yeast. I'm going to go ahead and now I'm going to place this and I'm going to have this mix and knead for 10 minutes, and then we're going to set it aside in a warm spot with a cloth over it and let it rest for 1 hour, and then the fun part starts. And while we're waiting for that to rest, we're going to go ahead and start our cream cheese. And I forgot to tell you that I'm making chive cream cheese because that's my family's favorite. You can leave the chives out. You can add strawberries, you can add blueberries, you can add jalapenos, you can add garlic, you can add pesto, you can add salsa verde, you can add whatever you want to flavor up your cream cheese. How cool is that? We want our dough to be quite stretchy. Okay friends, and also I forgot to say, if you're using a KitchenAid mixer, you only need, or a mixer, a stand-up mixer of any kind, doesn't need to be KitchenAid. If you're using KitchenAid, a stand-up mixer, you only need to knead for 5 minutes. It's half the time as hand kneading. So if you are hand kneading, it's 10 minutes. If it's in a stand-up mixer, it is only 5. Okay, friends, so our dough is nice and sticky. Like I said, we're gonna oil up our dough and we're gonna spray up our bowl and we're gonna set it aside for 1 hour. Okay, friends, so in our pot, we are going to add 1 cup of whole milk. Oh, I put it in the wrong pot. Just one of those days. Oh my goodness. This is the pot that we're going to boil our our bagels in. In our pot, we added 1 cup of whole milk. We are going to add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Should have put an apron on. I'm getting stuff all over me already. I'm going to add a cup of half and half. So right now in this pot, we have 1 cup of milk. We have whole milk. We have 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. We have 1 cup of half and half. That's a total of 4 cups of a milk product in here. And we are going to heat this up to 165 to 170. Once it comes up to that temperature, we are going to add 4 teaspoons of lemon juice. Don't forget to add in your salt. You need to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, friends, make sure you don't forget to check on your temperature. I'm going to see how far it is right now. Okay, we're at about 130 right now, and then once it gets to 165, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. We're going to stir it in, and then we're going to take you over to the sink and show you the rest. I've already squeezed my lemon juice, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stir in very slowly. Stir in my lemon juice. Now we're going to let this come to a boil, and then we're going to watch the top of it, and we'll start to see the little foamy cheese curdles start to come up to the top. Once we see that, we're going to take it over to the sink, and we are going to put it through a cheesecloth and let it drain. Okay, friends, now that it's come to a boil and we have the top of it all foamy, we're going to go ahead and we're going to drain it into our cheesecloth bowl. Make sure you leave extra cheesecloth on the side because we are going to hang it off of our kitchen faucet to let it drain. So just go ahead and gently pour it in. Okay, friends, so we drained all of our cream cheese mixture, and this is what we have. So what we're going to do is we're going to tie it off onto our faucet, and we're going to let it drain for about 1 to 4 hours. And then in this is our cream cheese. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to place it, after it's drained, we're going to go ahead and we're going to place it in a Tupperware, add our seasonings to however we want to flavor it, and then it'll be scrumptious and ready to eat. It can stay good in your refrigerator up to 2 weeks. Okay, friends, our dough has risen and it's nice and elastic. See that stretch? That's exactly what we want. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to flour our surface. I have already put a large pot onto boil. That'll be our next step. But look at these sweet potatoes. It was my first time ever growing sweet potatoes. I did not try to grow a large amount or anything like that. I just wanted to see if I could do it, and girl, we did it. We knew the assignment. We got it. I'm super proud of them. It might not seem like a huge bounty to very many, but it is a huge bounty to me. I just love growing. I just love growing.
Okay, enough about that. Let's go ahead and let's put our dough on our table, and we're just going to hand knead it, just not that much, just enough to incorporate some of this flour into our bread dough, our bagel dough, same thing. Okay, and then we are going to cut this into 8 sections. Also, another reminder, while you're putting your pot on to boil, go ahead and set your oven for 425, because after we boil our bagels, we are going to go ahead and we're going to bake them for 25 minutes at 425. So now that we have this beautiful ball of dough, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut it into 8 pieces. Once you have your individual pieces, go ahead and set the other ones aside. You're going to flour up your surface one more time, or maybe you might need some more. Just depends. So what I like to do is I like to make a little circle like this, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull into each other, pull into itself like this. That way you get your bagel shape. And once you have your bagel shape, it's the way that you like it, go ahead, and I'm going to bake mine on pizza stone because I like a crisper bagel. I like a little bit chewier, like New York bagels, and a little bit crisper. So you make it flat like this, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to pull it into itself until you have that hole. Once it gets stretched out enough, then you can go ahead and make your hole. And we're just going to do this for every single one of them. We're going to pull it in until we get our hole. Just like that. And we're looking for tasty, not perfect. Unless you want perfection. What kind of fun things are you guys doing for the holidays or for the season? Or have you guys went on any hay rides yet? Have you went and picked any apples out at the orchard? Anything like that yet? I just cannot wait until this weekend. I'm so excited. Pam and Mandy, if you're watching, I wish you could have seen Eli jumping up and down when he found out we were coming over. My anxiety is a lot better than it was, guys. Just thanks for being here with me. You don't even know how much it means to me. I have thyroid disease as well as an autoimmune disorder. And my thyroid, I can just feel it in my body. It's off. And when it's off, I mean, it feels like I am so tired, like newborn child kind of tired. Like when you are nursing a baby or waking up every 2 hours to feed that baby, you're beyond exhausted. That's what my body feels like, and it's so sore. I had to have my thyroid removed in 2006, and there's a medicine the one medicine that I still have to take, and I'll have to take it for the rest of my life, is Synthroid. And let me tell you, if there is ever a picky medicine, it is Synthroid. You can't even brush your teeth for an hour after you've taken it. You have to take that medicine the same day, same time, every day. If you do not, and you get all kinds of other things, then the medicine won't work properly. So I'm going to clean up this mess because y'all know what I say. It makes me a nervous wreck, right? So we don't want those nerves. Our cream cheese is almost ready to be mixed up with a little bit of our onion tops that we grew and a little bit of our onion powder that we dehydrated from our own onions. Homemaking is so much fun. What we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we are going to place these in very gently, and we're going to boil them for about 10 minutes. Okay, see how they're poofing up like that? We're going to turn them around now onto the other side. And we're going to do this side for 3 minutes. And we're going to place them on our baking pan. And we're going to do these for each one of these. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to oil up the ones that we want to put our seasoning on. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shake some seasoning on them. Put on there as much as you want or as little as you want. Once these ones get out, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place them in the oven at 425 for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, friends, look how beautiful our bagels are, and boy, do they smell just as good. Now, what's even better is our cream cheese is done. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take it out of the cheesecloth. Just look how beautiful that cream cheese is. And if your cream cheese is a little bit more softer than you prefer, it will get firmer as it sits in your refrigerator. So don't worry about that. Okay, so now we've taken our cream cheese out of our cheesecloth, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add some flavoring to it. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon to a half a teaspoon of onion powder, homegrown. And then I'm also going to add in onion tops. I do not have chives. To me, it's the same difference. So I'm just going to add some of those in there. And then we're just going to mix it up. And it's ready to be served at any point. We love chives. So you may not want to put this many in there, but we love it. We adore it. There we go, my friends. We have beautiful homemade bagels and chive cream cheese. Isn't that so cool? Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Let's cut one open, lather it up, give it a taste test. I want to thank you again so much from the bottom of my heart for watching me today and any other day. Thank you so much. Don't forget to check out my latest upload, our little gnomes that we made for $4. And my next upload tomorrow is going to be all about the crumble. So see you then. Bye for now, my friends. Bye. Oh my gosh, friends, look how nice and soft and moist and beautiful it is on the inside. Nice and crispy on the outside. Let's go ahead and add some of our cream cheese to it. Give it a little taste. Oh, it spreads so nice too. Look at that. Can you believe it? We did this. We made homemade bagels and cream cheese from scratch. Now, I'm gonna just taste the bottom of it. It is so good, my friends. It is so good. Enjoy.